Hi Haley, so you asked about day 26, so here's the rules for this assignment. All right, for this one, really you've got two different rules which I've got up top here. First thing you have to notice is you have to have the same base number here, these A's. It's like all these threes, all these fours, all these have to be the same in order to do this. So when you have two separate bases that are the A's, right, you're being multiplied, so you can have a dot in between or not sometimes. But whatever power you have, this m up here and the n here, you simply add those together. So m plus n is the rule for that. So when you have two separate bases separated by multiplication, add the powers. Right, so you get this. Right, that's why I put add down here. It's sloppy, but there's add. And the other one is if you have, now notice it's only a single base here. You don't have to have the two like over here. But if you have a to the m power in parentheses to the n power, you multiply these. So it becomes m times n, so multiply. So really that's the two rules. If you can distinguish those, it makes this lesson a lot easier. So I'll just go through a couple here. So literally all the same bases, right, separated by the multiplication, so you've got this rule. So literally add 4 plus 3, right, 7 plus 4 is 11. That's this assignment. All right, so those should be nice and easy. Don't forget, like number 2 here, there is actually a 1, right? That's not written there, but it is. So this is 3 to the third power. Simply add those. All right, so yeah, there's another missing 1 here, so just be careful as you go through. Now, as you go down, you'll see these get a little bit more complicated. It's the same idea as up above, but say this one, for instance, number 6. You multiply just the number, so 4 times 2, right, that's going to give you your 8. So really, there's the only 8 here is this, so that's your answer. But look, you've got a u to the 4th and another u to the 4th. So make sure you only add the like terms. U to the 4th and u to the 4th is u to the 8th. Then v to the 4th, and remember, v to the first power, there really is a 1 there. 4 plus 1 gives you that 5. So even the more complicated ones, just multiply the like numbers, only the numbers you multiply, and then the powers you're going to add. See, I'll do this one over here too. So this, remember, there's really a 1 here. Right, so negative 4 times 4, you do multiply the number, so there's your negative 16. Then x to the first, so 1 plus 4 is going to give you x to the 5th. And then the y's, you only have y to the 3rd. So in the more complicated ones, make sure that you're adding your exponents, but you are multiplying your actual numbers. Let me just go down below here. So now this is when it switches to the other term. So now you don't have two things being multiplied. You've got a power. We call a power to a power. You've got this and a power to a power. I don't know, that one's just kind of bland, so that's there. But like this, so if you have negative 2 to the 3rd to the 2nd, you just multiply these. Right, so that's negative 2 to the 6th. Boom, B. All right, so those get nice and easy. Let's see, look at some other ones. By the way, on this, if you're confused about 11 and 12, yeah, those are weird. I don't know why. 11 is, hey, it's the same thing. This is the same thing. Those are just funny problems. But if you look at other ones, let me go down to show you more complex ones. So like number 18. Okay, so this 2 on the outside is going to affect every power on the inside. So that one, and it's going to affect that power. So the tricky part here students forget is that you still treat this number like a number. So negative 4 squared, you do square it, is 16. Right? Then you do the whole exponent rule. So x squared to the 2nd power, you multiply those. So that's x to the 4th. Y to the 4th squared, you multiply those as y to the 8th. So that's going to be this one. All right, so really it's you distribute the power, but the number does get worked out traditionally. Whatever it's the 2nd power or you're multiplying, you multiply those through. It's the exponent power, so this one you're going to multiply these numbers. That makes a difference. Right, like this, just to show you when it's a little simpler. If I distribute this 3 to here, and also to this 2, 3 times 3 is 9, so x to the 9th. 2 times 3 is 6, so y to the 6th. So that's the property going through, so I hope this helps out. All right, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions.